Hey, good morning, Brian, back with you at Strong Tower and functional aging specialist and neuro trainer through Z Health. We're going to work on a morning warm-up today. This is going to be fantastic. We're going to work through the fascial slings of the body. So fascia is connective tissue that covers the muscles. It actually has a connection between muscle and bone too. So when people feel tight, achy, sometimes it's because the fascia has become constricted. So this is a fantastic thing for first thing in the morning. One of our clients asked us if we had anything like this. Yes, we do have a neural warm-up where we do skin stim, we do some movement, we do some vision ball, toss and catch to wake up the visual system, a couple vision drills. So that's another great video to check out. You can just search Strong Tower, the neural warm-up. And today a little different, so we're going to focus on those fascial slings. So the first one runs down the back of the body, from the back of the head all the way down, and there's connection in the fascia down all the way to the bottom of the foot, into the arch of the foot. So if somebody has, we hear a lot about heel pain, Achilles pain, people with plantar fasciitis. Sometimes the problem is not fasciitis, meaning fascia. The problem's not actually in the bottom of the foot. It might be somewhere else in that posterior chain. So everything's connected via these fascial networks, and we can't isolate and have a thought process of isolating movement anymore. It has to be integrated because that's where we're going to get the best results. So the problem might not be in the foot, it might be in the back of the head. I know it sounds a little bit weird, but the fascial network connects just like a spider web would connect. If you pull on one side of the spider web, you're going to impact the other end. So it's not just isolated muscles, isolated joints anymore. We need to stop thinking that way. We're not going to be able to maximize the way that we help people. So anyways, posterior sling of the posterior fascial sling. We're just going to start with skin stimulation with all of these. So I want you to rub the back of the head. The back of the body can be a little bit challenging. So if you have a family member, you have somebody handy that you can partner up with and work down the back side of the body. My shoulder range of motion is okay, but it's not amazing compared to some people, like hypermobile people who come from planet Gumby, I think. We're gonna go ahead and rub skin stim, those muscles and skin that run along the spine. So again, if you have a partner, you can see where this would be a little bit easier to go, you go, I go type of thing. The fascia and the posterior fascial sling goes down over the hiney, so over those buttocks muscles, the gluteals, glute max, glute med, glute min, and so we're then going to go down into the hamstring. So all I'm doing is pretty light pressure. Your receptors in the skin will actually respond pretty well a lot of times to just light pressure. Doesn't have to be anything super deep. Then we're going to go down to the calves. Again, just moving the skin really gently, getting a little bit of sliding. Should feel like your hands are creating this sliding of the skin over the tissue underneath. And if there's areas where it's not, those are sometimes the problematic areas where things get a little bit too sticky or gunky. You're going to go to the bottom of the foot. And we'll hit both sides. If you need to sit down to do this one, fantastic. So each sling of fascia, there's one on the front of the body, the back of the body, the side of the body, and then a cross-body functional sling. We're going to go through all of them. We're going to skin stim first. So now I want you to go back of the head down, thinking about pulling all the way down through the bottom of the foot. More of like a connected sensory input, and about coming all the way down that sling. Now we're going to lengthen it. So we want you to go 1 foot forward. You should keep the intensity low on this, so it should feel like a 3 out of 10 stretch max. 1 foot forward with the toe pulled up. All I'm going to do is round forward and then come back up. So I want you to do 5 of these with 1 foot forward. You might find each time that you go into this that things loosen up. If you tested this kind of stretch movement without doing the skin stimulation, I'd be really curious to hear how different that is for you versus adding in the sensory input with skin stim. Other foot forward, we'll go 5. So I'm lengthening everything here from the back of the head through the bottom of the foot. Again, 3 out of 10 for intensity. So as long as it's pain-free, just a comfortable lengthening, rounding through all those areas that we just did skin stimulation for. And a little bit of, we're getting mechanoreceptive activity, baroreceptive activity, or pressure receptors, and some cutaneous or skin level activation too. From there, we're going to go into the anterior sling. So we're going to go from basically front of the shoulder and pec area down into the rib cage, down into the front of the hip, so anterior hip, down through the quad, all the way down over the front top of the foot. And then same thing on the other side. So coming down the front of the body, going skin stim first. And open things up here. Great job. And then once we do kind of that neuro fluid movement down the front, all the way down the anterior fascial sling, we're then going to lengthen it out. So how do we do that? You can flip the foot upside down. Again, if it's pain-free, you're comfortable with this, and reach up and back. We're going to do 5 of these. So step the foot back, little tuck in the pelvis, reach up and back. 2, doing great. Again, 3 out of 10 intensity here. We just want a gentle stretch. We're opening things up, especially first thing in the morning. This is fantastic. Any restrictions, kind of fascial winding that happened overnight, or just opening that back up. You're going to feel better, move better throughout your day. So again, pain-free. The toe position should be pain-free. If it's not pain-free to curl those toes and flip the foot upside down like that, go ahead and just step back. More of a standard lunge position. Doesn't have to be super deep. Again, 3 out of 10 for that lengthening feeling that you're feeling, just that gentle stretch through the frontal chain right where we just did that skin stimulation. That's where you should be feeling that lengthening. Good. Then we have a lateral fascial sling up the side of the body. So we're going to go essentially from the lat muscle in the armpit, down the side of the ribs, over the side of the hip, down the side through the IT band, and coming down the side of the lower leg all the way down to the lateral malleolus, or that side of the ankle, the outside ankle bone. And then we can connect it all the way down. Great job. Couple integrated. And then we'll break up this side, so going armpit, lat, down into the rib cage. Getting the side ab, those oblique muscles, the skin right over there. A lot of times that gets kind of tight, wound up. Coming over the hip, and then we're coming down the IT band, lateral aspect to the knee, side of the leg, lateral aspect to the ankle. And then let's do 2 integrated all the way down. Nice skin stimulation. Good. And then the fun part, the lengthening. So we're going to step that foot, cross it behind, and then reach into a side opener. We're lengthening through that side. So foot steps back and across. Again, you can have those toes set down, or we can also leave the foot a little bit more neutral. That's still going to lengthen up that lateral fascial sling. You can go 4 or 5 here. Really nice, good. You can do 1 or 2 of these. You might find, okay, I'm short on time this morning, but I know that this fascial stretching is helping, and I feel way better when I do it. Great, just do 1 quick skin stim down that side, 1 quick step back, and lateral reach. Lengthen it out, go through each sling, just 1 repetition. Probably gonna feel way better than not doing it at all. Then we got the functional slings. So we did front of the body, back of the body, side of the body. Your functional slings are more diagonal, so they're what cause this cross body movement in gait and running. So your opposite shoulder and hip are connected through the functional fascial sling. So we have this diagonal connection. So we can go diagonal skin stim, right? Just like that fascial sling runs diagonally, then do the opposite diagonal. Same thing on the back of the body. This one, again, a little bit more challenging. But we think about going from the back of one shoulder, back and down across to that opposite, kind of the lower part of the lat and the attachments into the glute. Same thing on the other side, so go diagonal up and across to that opposite shoulder. A little bit of skin stim there. For this one, we're going to go rotations. So I want you to rotate. We're going to start with just some full body rotations. And then we're going to add in kind of a stretch and hold. So to get into this diagonal fascial sling, we're going to rotate and hold. We're going to use the arms now as a driver. So one hand punching forward, one hand reaching back. And we're just going to do 5 kind of pulses, holding that hip and torso rotation, driving the arms front to back. And 5 of these on the other side. And then we're going to integrate it and come back to this long arm swing. Let the arms just relax. More of a fluid movement. This feels fantastic for me for warming up the hips, warming up the low back area especially. I like to do this in the morning, whether it's connected to a fascial sling warm-up or not. The purpose here again is hitting those 4 main fascial slings. So hope you enjoyed it. Hope you feel looser. You can go take a quick walk, 5-10 minute walk after that. If it did feel good, it's going to help cement some of those changes into your nervous system. And thanks for checking out the video. Remember to subscribe to the channel and share it with a friend or family member that you think can benefit as well. Thanks.